Hi, thanks for joining me. Today I want to discuss the family dynamics while you're going through a divorce or separation. It's always a difficult situation when you have to deal with family, especially when you have kids. So this just touches on a few things that come to mind. Um, you have to accept the fact that your spouse's family will always accept their spouse no matter what they've done. It doesn't matter if you were hospitalized, if they were criminally charged and convicted, they will always support them because that's what family does. You have to accept that. And that is very difficult to accept as you've grown with them, you've bonded with these people. A lot of times you're family and you're considered part of the family, and you've built this relationship with these people and expect them to love you and support you during difficult times. So it almost feels like a betrayal. They might not be your blood, but you are close with them in a lot of cases. So it's a loss, and it's something that you need to grieve and accept, which is so difficult, especially when things start to get nasty. When you're dealing with your abuser going through some sort of court case because of the abuse that he or she has inflicted on you, the family can become very different to what you knew. They will do anything at all to try to make you feel horrible in a lot of cases. And it's not that they planned this, it's because they're being fed false information by the abuser, your spouse. And this information is allowing them to feel the emotions that they're feeling, which could be anger, frustration, and of course, taking it out on you or the children is something that can happen. So you want to be prepared for that. And when it comes to your kids, no matter what their age, whether they're young or older, late teens, it's still your responsibility to guide them and to protect them. And when things get nasty between the families, it's best to sit down, if you can, with the family and have a discussion about the kids and ask that they be kept out of it and set really good boundaries when it comes to the kids, what you will accept and what you won't accept, so that everyone is on the same page. In order to protect your kids, you have to do these things, and it's very difficult to do it civilly. Sometimes in a lot of cases it comes down to lawyers being involved in court proceedings, and it can get very messy. But if you can sit down and discuss it on your own and put the kids first, that should be your number one thing to do. Should things start to go a little sideways and your kids start to hear it or feel it, they will let you know in most cases, and you can guide them depending upon their age, and let them know, what options they have and that it's okay to feel the way that they're feeling. And it's a good time to get them some help, because going through this change not only affects you, but it affects them, and it affects them more than you know. They really truly do understand a lot more than we give them credit for. And whether you believe that they know things or they don't, they can sense things by just spending time with you. So if you are completely stressed out, or angered, or going through all of the emotions, crying, they know why, and they sense it. So getting them some help is really important. and it will help them through the changes because it affects them. Going back to the family, not all families react in a negative way, but you have to take into consideration that it's still a break. It's still a break in that relationship, a breakup that will not go back to the way it was. And prepare your mind and body for that break. It's okay to feel all of these emotions and to cry and to let it out, but you yourself need to understand that you need time. And you need to talk about how you're feeling and what you're going through and how you're doing. If you don't do that, you'll keep it all inside, and you'll get to a point where you just can't handle things anymore. And your body will let you know that, and you'll start to break down. You'll have stomach issues, headaches, you'll feel dizzy, you'll feel sick. And that's your body saying, I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. And you don't want to get your body to that point. So here are a few tips that I recommend you do to help you through a separation and divorce and dealing with the family dynamics and all of those changes. I recommend that you try to get at least 8 hours of sleep every night. There's a really good app called Insight Timer, and it's free, and you can download it onto your phone and listen to meditation, nature sounds, music. It's very helpful for me at night when I've got my mind going and it won't stop. It helps me slow my mind down so I can fall asleep and get some rest. Number 2, make sure that you have lots of water and you're drinking it. It's okay to have it beside you at your desk, but you need to have it inside of you. So don't just have it there for show, drink it. Drink as much water as you can and flush through all of the bad toxins that are in your body, and that will help you as well. Number 3, it's a big one. We do it all the time because we can't live without it, and that's breathing. When you're in a difficult situation, a family member upsets you, your spouse upsets you, whatever that situation is, stop, take a moment, and breathe. You breathe all of the time without knowing, without effort. Stop and focus on your breath. If you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, and you allow all of that air out, you're releasing tension when you do that. And that helps you in the moment. In fact, the more you do it, the more calm you become. And it's really important to regulate yourself and to get back into the now rather than the gossip and all of the non-factual information that is possibly coming through to you to try to harm you. So take a moment and breathe. If you have any questions about how to regulate yourself or how to get through a difficult discussion with your family or your ex-family, however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it and however you want to say it, or if you're going through a separation right now or a divorce right now and you're struggling, reach out to me. I can help you. Just remember, one thing that's so important to me is that you're always going to have negative feedback from somebody. And whether it's your spouse's family or somebody else, just remember it's one person, and that's nothing compared to this big world that we live in. And there are so many good people out there that are supporting and cheering you on, that you don't even know. And those are the people that you need to focus on, not the 1% negative. So for those of you that are struggling with that 1%, just remember it's so small. And if you put out a message on any type of social media about what you're going through, you would have tons of people coming forward and supporting you, because that's how our world works. We're very supportive people. And when someone's down, we're there for them. So remember that. You're never alone, and there's always somebody there to hold your hand. Have a great night.